Hey cuties, and welcome back to another video. Today I'm back with another CC haul. I'm just gonna show you around 100 new CC items that I have found this week. There's a lot of things I'm really excited to show off, some really cute CC items that I found. As always, I linked everything on a Google Doc, and my Tumblr links to both of those are in the description down below. You can pick whichever you prefer. I won't upload all of these as a zip file because it's against CC creators TOUs, and if you enjoyed today's video and you want to see more custom content related videos, make sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. This is like my 25th CC haul I have done on this channel, so as you can tell, I do these things quite frequently. But let's get right into this. Grab a snack, grab a drink, lean back, let's relax, talk about life. You know how it goes. I'm actually, like I said, really excited for some of these items. There has been a really cute pack by Serenity that I was just waiting to share with all of you. It is available on their Patreon for everyone now, and if you didn't know, I don't include items in this that are like Patreon exclusives, or Patreon things that haven't been released to the public yet, because I know that not everyone can afford signing up to everyone's Patreon, and that's why I only include things that are like Patreon public, and that way you can get it as soon as my video is up and you don't have to wait like 2 weeks and keep it in the back of your mind or anything. But there's so many cute things, also so many cute things that will come out before the next CC haul, so definitely keep your eyes peeled for that one as well. There are like a few things that I was like, oh my god, I wish I could include them, but they only come out at the end of the week, and I'm currently in the process of preparing for my uni exam this semester. It is a mess because I'm doing statistics this semester and my brain is just scrambled, let me tell you that much. It's awful. I don't even want to lie. There's just so much I have to do still, and a lot of the literature I have to read is literally just about statistics, so all that I'm reading about is like equations, and after 60 pages of it, my brain is just it's dead. I can't it's so weird to me. Unless you're one of those people who is very mathematically gifted and you just see an equation and it makes sense to you, I think it would be really hard to do it. And I was good at math at school, so I have a little bit of an advantage. I don't know how people do it that were awful at math and now they just have to learn things by reading them. It's really hard for me, I've found, because at school, you had a teacher who was explaining things to you, and then you did some practice things where you could actually see how the whole equation works when you use it, and it's not just like a hypothetical kind of equation where you're like, okay, yeah, cool. You actually know what all the variables in an equation do, and that's never been an issue for me. I did it and I was like, okay, that makes sense. But now just reading about it, and in the books sometimes they give you examples of how to use it, how to actually use it with numbers and everything. They sometimes do, and those ones I understand, but if it's just the equation, I'm always like, oh my god, this is so complicated, and then I have to go over it a million times to understand it, and then it takes me forever to read 40 pages, and I honestly don't understand our university, because before, when I went to the university, because I'm at a university right now where you do everything online, so it's just online classes, but before I was at a university from my city, and we always had lectures once a week in every module that I took. We had a lecture, and then we had a practice kind of lesson with another teacher who was just doing more practical things with us, but we had those two for one module, and there was always literature that they said we could read along with it, but it was never obligatory to understand what you had to do. But right now it's I have a million lectures for one module, and then I have, if you didn't know what a module is, I don't know how it works in America, but it's one, in a semester you take 4 different courses or something. A module is one course, where you then have an exam or your homework or presentation or whatever. It's one module. I only do one because I'm only studying part-time. But yeah, it was never obligatory. Do I say that word right? It sounds wrong right now. To read the literature, and now it kind of is, because a lot of it will get asked in the exam, but they didn't talk about it in any of the lectures that I'm listening to. So it's like, oh my god, because every week they wanted us to read like I think 40 pages, and I'm a slow reader already, but when it's something like scientific, especially statistic, which is just all, like I said, equations and math, it takes me so long, and I don't understand how they want anyone to do that along with watching some different, like there's always a lecture that is like 2 to 3 hours each week as well, and I don't understand how they think anyone can do it. And I do it part-time, and I feel like I'm doing close to full-time at uni if I would do everything, you know. So I'm just trying to just relax a little bit. I don't really care what mark I get on that exam, although last semester I'm like the worst like role model for this, because I have never in my life studied enough for an exam, and somehow I always get lucky and I like somehow get through the exam with like good grades. And it's like at this point it's just pissing me off, you know. I'm like, Cora, you can't always do the minimum and then actually get good results. It's so frustrating. I mean, a lot of you guys are probably like, hey, Cora, like don't, like, how are you annoyed about that? But it's more like because I stress myself so much previously and I don't actually study and learn things, and later on, if you would ask me about the exam, I would know nothing because I didn't actually study. So it's not, you know, it's not really good to do it that way. And I can see why it would be frustrating if you're one of those people who have to like sit down and revise things over and over and over and over again. Luckily, I've been okay with that. Like if I revise, usually, especially previously to me feeling bad mentally, I was always good at, you know, revising and having it, or like learning things really fast and remembering them really fast. But like nowadays, oh my god, no. It just doesn't work like that anymore. But it's just, I don't know, it's, are you like that as well? Because I think people who always have to revise will be like, oh my god, Cora, I hate you for saying that. Like I wish I was like that and I could just sit down and read it once and somehow be good at the exam, you know. For me though, it's very stressful because I know that I haven't fully understood what I was supposed to understand, because I just kind of rush it and then learn it all and forget about it afterwards. And I never take enough time to actually revise enough for an exam. So I'm stressed out for the exam because I'm like, I know nothing and everyone else has like revised for the last 2 months. And usually I start like a week prior and then don't even do much until like 2 days prior to the exam, and it stresses me out. And I feel like anyone who's like that, who likes to procrastinate, knows how stressful it is to do it, because you're constantly like, oh my god, I'm gonna fail. And it's just like a horrible feeling. I don't know. I hate it so much. And it's just like annoying that I'm just not a disciplined person. I wish I was, and I don't know how I could start having discipline, because I'm just not. Like, I'm that type of person who's just like, I'm very kind to myself when it comes to that. You know, I'm not kind to myself with other things, but with that, I'm like, oh, look, you've read like 20 pages. You've done 2 hours of uni. Now we can take a break. You can take a break. No, you're fine. You've worked hard, you know, and I realistically know that I haven't. And that I haven't done enough, but I'm like, oh yeah, no, you take a break, do something that's nice, you know, you've done a little bit. And I know that it hasn't been enough at all, or like much at all, but I don't know, it's I just hate revising as well. It makes me so unhappy to just sit down and revise. Is anyone else like that? Because I know a lot of people actually love studying and stuff like that, and I love learning new things, but I really hate just like sitting there and like, it's just so monotone to just like revise and revise and revise, and it's all stuff that you have like heard before, and some of it is interesting, some of it isn't, and I don't know, it makes me unhappy. How about you guys? I don't know if like when the exams happen in America, because I know that unis there have like a bit of a different timing to ours. Here it's usually like around this time, and then like in summertime, I think around like July is where most people have their exams again for the summer semester. But yeah, I'm stressed. Let's put it out there. I'm just stressed because obviously I'm trying to like record videos for you guys. I want to at least upload 3 videos a week, like I said, and I've been really enjoying making videos lately. It's just been so great, and I've just been, you know, I've been like looking forward to recording videos after a weekend, whilst uni I've just been putting off, and I'm like, no. But I was good, you know, I did start like a month prior, I think, but I still have a lot to catch up on because I wasn't very disciplined throughout the semester. Yeah, my bad. Because it's all online, it's not like you miss a lecture and then you get punished for it or anything. You have to kind of do it in your own time. They give you time frames of when you're supposed to have something done, but it's not like you get a punishment if you haven't, or anyone really looks after if you're doing the things you should and the time you should. It's all kind of up to you, and it's very you're very like self-sufficient. Is that the word? I don't know. You know what I mean. Like, you have to look at it yourself and be responsible for things yourself. And that is a good thing, but it's also, if you're like me, it's a bit stressful. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed today's video. It's getting to an end here real soon. Let me know what you're like right now. What is your uni or work or school life like right now? And if you enjoyed today's video, please don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you have not already. And I will see you all next time. Bye!